Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Crackerjack. What? Yes. Hardball Crazy coming at you with an actual Crackerjack baseball card. Yep, I. This is a card that I always a card from a set that I always wanted. It's like the one of the iconic sets of pre-war cards, and I ever saw these cards when it was the first time. I don't know what age I saw them at. It's like I've always said I want to get a card from that set. So um, most part, a lot of the Hall of Famers are out of my price range, unless I get some beaters. But I'm looking at all other players of the era, the great players. Not all great players are Hall of Famers. In all eras. You could probably pick an era. You could probably name about a good dozen players who are not Hall of Famers, but they were very damn good players. So I'm kind of picking up some of those guys. And Mr. Sherry McGee here, Sherry short for Sherwood McGee, was certainly one of those type of players. He's been in the list of and ballots for top pre-war non-Hall of Famers, guys who should be in the Hall of Fame. His name is usually mentioned quite often in those lists. He was a Phillies great mostly. This is towards after he got traded to Phillies to the Boston Braves. He led the league in several categories throughout his career. RBI several times. He led the league in hits and runs and batting average and slugging percentage, doubles at one point in his career, several over his career. He had a career batting average of 290s, over 21 career hits, over 1,100 RBIs. His career WAR analytics is a 59. So I guess it'd be the low end of the Hall of Fame thing threshold, I believe. If you OPS plus, he's like 137. So he's a very good player. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame? Probably because he was probably not the most best of teammates, I guess. He was on the Phillies. As soon as he left the Phillies to the Boston, the Phillies won the pennant, and he went to Boston the year after the Braves won their pennant. So it's kind of I missed the opportunity there. He didn't get along with ownership. He kind of retired a little bit earlier because of the owners. He didn't want to tire playing with the owners. He did finish his career in 1919 with the Cincinnati Reds. Yes, he was part of the Reds team that Black Sox scandal, 1919. So he won the World Series championship there. That's his last year, 1919. His first year was in 1904. But overall, he was a very good player, the top players of the era. He's in many of these pre-war sets, caramel sets, and T206 and everything. So he's a prominent player of his era. He's been on my want list for my player, get a card of one player of Hall of Famers and the greats of the era, not in the Hall of Fame, and he's been on my list. So I've been searching for cards for him and came across this one, and it was mislabeled on the listing as Sherm McGee, so I think I got a good price on it. You see it's a VG3. If you get close, I think you see a lot of staining here in 1915. Crackerjack, you tell, if probably you know if other people has been told before. You tell between the 1914 and 1915 Crackerjack is the easiest way. If you flip it, it's upside down. That's 1915. The 1914 Crackerjack's a little harder to find because they were only in the Crackerjack candies, snacks. So you always find staining on them. In the 1915, you had the Crackerjack cards with the Crackerjack snacks. Plus, you could do a mail-in offer. So some cards you will not have the staining, and plus B to have a mail-in offer a little bit more readily available. But you can tell this is a very good-looking card. The only thing, flaw I see really, outside the round corners, this is 1915 card, so I'm not even, but there's no creases, no paper loss, no writing. It just got stains, which is fine with me because I know it's authentic. You see the stains, look closely. And I'm very happy to Got this card in the mail 2 days ago or so, and I can't, have it set aside because I haven't cataloged it yet. But I'm looking at it, keep on looking at it, it's like, wow, I have a Crackerjack card, vintage Crackerjack card. So I like to trying to get at least one card of the big cards of the eras, and I have a T206, about 3 or 4 of them, 4 of them I believe. I have a few T205s, I have a couple T207s. My first Crackerjack. Got an E90 American Caramel card. I got original Allen & Ginter. I don't have any M101 cards from the teens, the 19 teens, famous for the Babe Ruth rookie card. I don't have anything from that yet. I have a Fatima card, or Fatima. Anyways, I don't want to go too far into that, but this is my mail day. I'm so happy with it. Epic mail day in the Hardball Crazy household. Glad to add this to my collection. Maybe I'll pick up another Crackerjack down the line, but I'm very happy to have this one. There's a couple other Crackerjacks I kind of have in my want list, and we'll see if something falls in my lap or not. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hope my singing wasn't too bad. And thank you for watching.